This allows you to adjust the volume per, note group, if you will. See how that sounds. How about over here? Oops. As I was saying, changing the tempo doesn't matter much if you increase the length of the notes. In fact, if you increase the length of the notes, don't change the tempo. It's going to make the song shorter or faster if you shrink the notes. So however you change the notes, you have to change the tempo to match if you want to keep the same central cadence that you had previously. So it's going to be the same song as what we had earlier, but it's going to be just a bit faster up here now so that we can fit the notes inside of where we want to fit them on the melody end. So let's go back to the melody, speaking of that. We will have to now start this over here, though. So let's see, we'll use that as a guide. Or rather, we're on the wrong one here. I want to go to the melody. So let's shrink this down so I can use this up here. Alright, so let's see, so we're in measure 9, so we're starting, but we'll use it, we'll just follow this because this will match this. I'll just be starting on measure 9 and I guess 2 quarters or 1 quarter, 1 half in the actual song, but it'll be starting on measure 1 for the pattern here. So we essentially have one measure to put all the notes in. Okay, we have 4 notes, 8 beats, so we can go either 2 beats per note, or we can go 1 beat per note and have a 1 beat in between. So or rather 2, and we have a 2. Either have a 2 beat note and 1 in between, or a 1 beat note and 2 in between. So I think we'll do a 2 and 1. Yes, I think those are the choices, I believe. I think we can do 2 and 2. Maybe even 3 and 2. No, because that one can't go any further, so it'll have to be 2 and 2 then. You think there would be an easy way to do this? I mean, you have 8 beats and 4 notes, so if each note so let's just do it as 1 per beat for now, and then we'll change it if we need to. Okay, that's gonna work perfectly. Alright, so here's how it's going to sound from the beginning. Playing the whole song, including this melody bit. I forgot there's spaces in between there, isn't there? There's 2-beat spaces, I believe. Forgot to account for that. Or essentially it's a 1-beat space in between these, and a 2-beat space in between the phrases, and then each half of the phrase. And then a whole measure of outro. Okay, so we'll need to do something similar with the melody here. Like I said, it's all, damn it. It's all a bunch of trial and error, doing something, then figuring out what's not quite right and fixing it. That's a very time-intensive process. This is also going to be the only video series I'll be doing for this, so then there should be a 2-beat space, I believe. Trying to look at it here through this. Maybe we'll just do 1 beat. Interesting. Let's shrink these down then. So I think that's the... Let's put this down there a second. Trying to figure out where the... That's kind of odd. How'd that get off? That's very strange. Alright, back down here. That's off to, I believe, E5. Let's go back and Ah, bloody hell. So 999, this one. Okay, yeah. Doesn't quite work, does it? Maybe if you do, while the background's going, go something like make it smaller than what it is, make it a little bit faster, but spread them out a bit more. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's all an exercise in frustration, making music, making it right anyway, making it sound good. Just gonna close that. Go back to the melody. It sounds good up until that point. Maybe we drop the second one. What I also want to do is I also want to do these so that they're correct. So that's going to require us to make a change with the bass here. We'll leave everything else the way it is, but we want to take these individual ones and shrink them down to one beat instead of whatever they are now. You still want to take a whole measure here in between. Which means that these will be starting here. Alright, so these will stay the same too. These are not quite right. What we want to do is we want to take these. Essentially make them 2 beats, for they are kind of more of a almost 2 beats, but not quite. I think that's why it sounds a little off. We need to figure out something a little bit different for this as well. Let's put 2 in between these. And these are not quite on either, are they? Interesting. I didn't know you could nudge them with Alt arrow. It's interesting. Alright, let's see what's essentially it's the same thing as this. So we can just copy it over. That's right, this is half a measure, not a whole measure. Duh. God. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, so I need to go in. No. Damn you. Alright, so half a measure, so it's going to be 4. Alright, that should be about half a measure there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now this one is the full measure here. So we gotta go down and make sure we got the full measure. Damn it. Keep on. Let's just recopy it. It'll be so much easier that way. C, V, move it. And what did I proceed to do? I proceeded to screw it up. Damn it. It's Control and down with the mouse wheel. So I want a full measure with this. And that's another full. What the hell? This is weird. Ah, very weird. Alright, now that's the actual measure, or actual size of what it needs to be. I think it was just those, for some reason. Alright, zoom out again. Let's check these ones down here. Yeah, they got the same problem. Except these are, oh, what the hell, these ones too now. Sorts of crazy crap going on here. And these ones are too short. What in the bloody hell? What in the actual bloody hell? Alright, any other BS or ES? These are too short. By that I mean long on this side. Very strange. And these have the same problems. Damn it. We fixed those. So let's just do this again. Like the 10th time so far. Alright, so this should be one measure, so if that's going to be on that last one, this has to be start there. So now that should be properly done that way. And we have to now take this up an octave. Ah, damn it. Actually, the easiest way, I don't know why having a dome moment is just to go like this. Do the control up trick there. Alright, so start from the beginning. Of course, the melody part isn't actually where it needs to be right now. Alright, now it is. Alright, let's go ahead and slow this down to 110. Damn it. Alright, so we got that now. Let's head back over to the melody. So this is the first block here, and they're all positioned correctly to be in line with these. Or at least they should be. You can kind of see them back there. They should probably add a fourth one on to the end here. So, what we want to do now is, let's go back out here. So, CV. And we want to leave half a measure, that's right, in between. So I believe, yep, that lines up. So it's over here now. Let's see how that sounds. And in line with this first one, well, let's move it up an octave. Alright, so right now what's happening is that this is overpowering. Alright, let's we'll have to do it in the mixer. So, this is the first one. So I want to do a second, higher, lower. Still not quite, I don't know what's up with this. We're not hearing the dot dot anymore. Maybe it's because of the, yeah, it's the holds on these are a little too long. Oh wait, we want two, not that one. Damn. Alright, back over here. I'm going to try and decrease the length of those notes being how long they're held for. That'd be a little too less. Let's go a little bit more. So we want it to kind of bleed over a little bit, but not as much as it was. Yeah, right on the threshold here. Let's also invert the graph on that. Just about enough. Still a little too much. Now let's add this back in a little more. So I know this wasn't the cause of it not being... Although it is getting kind of... Alright, so I got that now. So, let's go ahead and continue working on this now with the melody. Or rather, this bottom part. Put it back on pattern mode. It'd be cool if there's a way to kind of angle through a note downward. I'm not sure if that's possible with this or not, without having to kind of just, you know, repeat it ever so often and go all the way down with it. I think it was some sort of pitch bend. I guess you could probably do it with an effect, I guess. So we got this central progression going. It's kind of central progression where it's solid notes here, then we get over here and we get kind of a this is called a eighth kind of thing going here. And then on the second one, we have the one that goes up. So we want to kind of build onto this somehow. Leave it kind of in this fashion now, or in this way, but change it more than it's changed in between these two. To kind of liven up the melody, or rather the bass. So, oops. That might be an interesting place to go with it now. Problem is, it's actually in 3 notes, so it actually have to be. We can try, yeah, using the other, range of octaves here. So, start it like normal. Oops. So let's go ahead and grab, copy this, paste it over. And make sure this is a full measure here. Set the half mark. Oh, what the hell? That was strange. Oh, bollocks. Damn it, I keep on doing it. Alright, let's go ahead and re-copy it. I don't know why I keep on doing that for. So that should be a full measure there. Essentially 4 of those, which is what we have. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is start the same way with that. The second one now, or rather the third one, we want to take it down. So then to C5, A4, F4. Oh, that's on a sharp. Just want to make sure we get this to a proper place. Same with this one. So then same thing with this one. Should have done the so this is going to go down even further down to this. So just down a half step. So E4, G4, B4. Then we'll copy this. And then we have to do the... I wonder if I should go an octave down on this one. That would be interesting. That does sound interesting. So, now following this theme we have set up, we're actually going to go to a different group. Now we're going to start lower and go higher. Instead of starting here like we normally do and changing maybe one section, we're going to change the entire section. So, instead of starting here, we're going to start like maybe down here, an octave lower, or maybe from here. Okay, so it would be maybe we could go higher. This doesn't really sound the same here as it will in here, because we can go higher on the octaves than I can on this keyboard for some reason. No clue why, but that's just how it's turning out. We're gonna go. I think lower would give more melancholy sound, but we want to go more of a kind of a more warm, more bright sound with this one. I think I have enough melancholy on the tests. So what we want to do is we want to take let's zoom out real quick here. We want to take this entire section here, copy it, or rather these two sections, paste them, drag them over. I think that's too far. It should be at most 4 of those blocks. And what we want to do is, we're just going to go ahead and, crap. Okay, looks like they're still on there. Kick it up an octave. Let's also change this up a bit. This is getting a little stale as well. If I had just had 4, four phrases of that, or I guess 3 phrases of that in some variation, using these first 2 notes in all of them, and the last one be different. Let's go ahead and change a few of these. Let's go ahead and kick this down an octave, and we'll kick this one up an octave, and we'll see how that sounds. actually amazing how just one or two little changes entirely the way that the phrase sounds. This one sounds a little more melancholy. This one sounds a little bit, well, maybe it's the other way around. Less melancholy, more melancholy. So you're going to a high to a low instead of a low to a high. Let's do this as well. I want to fiddle around a bit with the octave changes here. Actually sounds fairly interesting. Let's also change up the tempo a bit. Down here, I want to get in on the, there we go. Get on the notes somehow here. Alright, so oh, damn. Alright, we're gonna have to, so this should be, I guess we can go. What the hell? If we go in, this should be one apart. Like, I think it's fine. So I don't screw around with it anymore. No, I think I just did it again. Okay, no I didn't. I was looking at this over here and I thought I had moved it. Damn. Alright, so annoying trying to get the things right here. So what I want to do with this now is I want to change up the tempo of these ones here. Instead of having what we have here, I want to shrink these down to 3, 2, and then whatever's left. So have a little bit of a so 3. We have a whole measure to use here, so you just have to go till, well, essentially right here, because it's one off of those. So wonder if we move these down. Let's start from back here. So let's do the same thing with these over here. Let me go ahead and restart the recording again. Same thing with those over here, and then we'll see what this sounds like, and then we'll go ahead and end the recording for this developer's vlog. So I want to check this first though. Is this what it's supposed to be? It should be a measure, not half a measure, in between these two. Yes, this is correct here. This isn't correct here, it's not long enough. I don't think it sounded long enough. I was listening to it just now. And I be right. It should be a whole measure, not half a measure. Half a measure is in between the two half phrases. The phrases, in between phrases, should be a whole measure. I think this is correct though. Nope, this is half a measure too. Damn. Alright, maybe... No. No, that one's correct. Anyway, so on this one, I'm going to do the same thing here. So it goes 2, a space, 4 space, and the rest for the... Sounds pretty interesting. So that's essentially how you go through, and it is essentially just a bunch of, edit this here, maybe change that there. What would happen if you did this? It's a bunch of, going through and just trying to feel your way through a song. Very rarely will you have, an entire song just, come to you at a bolt from the blue kind of style, but that did happen to me though once. Although I wasn't able to remember it long enough to get into here and actually make it before I forgot parts of it and had to start changing things around a bit. But let's go ahead and add in the, well, now I think it'd probably be too long to do that. I don't want to take too much longer. It's about 11:20 now. I've been recording since around 8, so it's about 4 hours for this. I don't want to go too much longer than that. Actually, already longer than I want it to be. But I was going to say, let's go in and do the melody for it too, but you have to do all the melody bits for this section, and it has to be all, it's just going to be hell with it. So I think we'll just stop here, and then you'll have to watch the music test video for this song once it comes out, once I upload it in February. But thanks for watching these videos. Hope you found them fun, if not entertaining, or educational. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below in the comments section, and if you have not yet done so, we'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to our channel. And I will see you next time, whenever that might be.